Welcome back, guys, and we are in patch 2.0. It just came out today, and there are some really great things in patch 2.0. First and foremost, motherships. And yeah, this is the mothership. I'm on the bridge of it, and it is absolutely huge. The mothership has the ability to actually have two fighter carriers on it. It's on its flight deck, and then it has an armory. Now, the armory is not really doing anything yet. I'm guessing that eventually you'll be able to craft stuff and do stuff down here, but as for right now, there's nothing really working. But this does look like a crafting station of sorts. Also, there's the storage, and the storage does have some functionality. Namely, you can upgrade your ship in here at this guy. This guy here will let you upgrade your ship, your mothership, at tiers and at levels. Now, it was already tier 4 when I bought it, so there's no upgrading that, but I can add levels, and you can add more components, but you'll still have to go to the faction stations to buy the components. Also, there's the flight deck, or the hangar, and on the hangar you'll have your ship's part, my faction fighter, and actually I have my miner as well. And you are able to take off from here and go have a flight if you so desire. You can actually do this in combat as well. As you can see, that's the warp gate, and here's your faction ship. So yeah, it's huge. Once you want to land, you simply just fly into a docking bay and it will auto land you. So that's fairly easy. If you want to change what ships you have on it, you need to go to one of the bigger stations, like a stronghold station. When you're at the bigger stations, you need to land the ship just like you land your trader at the trading station. Once you get out, you need to get to the hangar, and you actually run out of the hangar and out onto the station. I'll show you in a sec. Here we go. So this is the station entrance, and this beauty is the mothership, and it's really, really huge. And of course, have to go fight.
Target shields, target destroyed.
Dear guest, we are pleased to announce that our station is now secure.
Once you're done fighting, just to land, you just fly back to your ship. Change the loadout of your capital ship, you go to the core ship, and down here you decide which ship is on what hangar deck of your mothership. Of course, you cannot choose the galactic carrier or anything like that. Now, upgrading your mothership is pretty much like any other ship. It has the probes, of course. It has a lot of drones. It actually has room for 15 different drones. So that's kind of cool. Everything else is the same. There's components, same components that I used on the ships as well. And it also have the possibility to put shield boosters and stuff on it. So that's cool. Now you can of course go fight in your new ship. If your fighter is tied to the mothership, it won't let you jump to the next star system. You have to board. You have to land on this mothership and jump with the mothership. So if you want to fly around in your fighter, you need to untie it from the mothership. The mothership itself is a bit sluggish. Actually getting it through the Stargate can be a little bit of a hassle since it's turned so slow. You have to kind of hit it, but you only have to like skim it and do a few seconds and it will jump. You can of course go fight in your brand new mothership. There's the ability to control your drones. So once all the drones are out, if you press F2, you get a dial down here where you can actually decide what they are supposed to do. It's of course also possible to leave your capital ship and jump into your fighter and take the battle to the enemy inside your fighter.
Weapons online.
As far as I know, the mothership itself doesn't seem to fire. Or maybe it does. And once you're done fighting, you can jump back on your mothership and continue on your merry way. Again, once you're done fighting,
Drone systems.
F2 to activate the drones and F5
Return to deck.
to return all drones to the deck. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the mothership. I'm guessing that a lot of functionality will be added to it later. The ability to craft on it and store item on it, which will be cool. And as far as I can see, the mothership doesn't really do a lot of fighting once you leave it, but I'm hoping that eventually they will add it so that the mothership will be controlled by your crew and you can fly around in your fighter killing fighters. That would be really cool. So the mothership and the ability to manage drones while fighting are two of the major parts of the patch. Some of the stuff that are not here is added support for HOTAS or gamepad, and we do need that. Also, it would have been nice to fix some of the income issues, like how much am I making per day, how much am I using. Also, there's still no transfer of income from treasury to me, which would have been nice as well. Another thing that would have been nice as well was the ability to sort the different trade commodities by clicking buy and sell prices, but unfortunately that's not here yet. For those who have used the exploit where you could buy a very cheap mining ship and sell it for 10 or 11 million, that has been fixed, so no more doing that. In other features and changes, space battles have been balanced a bit to enhance gameplay. Some ship stats have been balanced. There has been added some new visual effects to enhance the game's visuals, and some of the languages have been updated. And some performance optimizations have been made as well to fix issues in crowded battles. So that pretty much concludes the space part of the patch. Now there's a ground part as well. Alpha Squad. Alpha Squad is your fighter pilots helping you when you fight in space, and Nova Squad is a new squad. That's actually people helping you on the ground. Now you drag them up there just like you do with your pilots. Of course they use ground combat instead of space combat stat, and once you click on them you can go in and change their different loadouts. There's a Blitzkrieg, a medic, a Reaper, and a tank. I pretty much only tried the Blitzkrieg character. Call your squad members with F1 just like in space. They actually look pretty cool when they land. And just like pilots, you order them around with F1, and F1 for fire at will, F2 for defensive position, and F5 to return to ship. So we'll set them to fire at will. And they follow you around. If you fly, they have a tendency to like spawn in around you. So, but hey, don't fly. Other than that, they follow you around, and once they see a target, they start shooting at it. But honestly, they shoot really bad. I'm not saying they don't kill stuff, because they do, but for some reason, I'm still the main target of every enemy out there. So yeah, there's that. Now, with the in the new patch, they also made it possible to shoot off the legs, the arms, and stuff like that, which is, I guess, pretty cool. So, they do hit him, but not like they do a lot of damage. There was also added a yellow outline to stuff you can loot, which is nice. So yeah, that's the Nova Squad. Another thing I found on the planet was the ability to mine stuff. I mean, that might have been there before, I just haven't seen it before. So you can actually use your mining beam and mine some of the stuff next to the planets. I would say it's not really worth it, because I've mined a lot and gotten almost nothing. But hopefully that will change as well. Hopefully that will change as well in a future patch, because right now this is not really worth it. I mean, last time I got like 1 wolfram or something like that. There, 1 iron. So that's really not worth it. So flying your mothership to a planet and then jumping into your small ship to
Drive online.
kill the stuff, yeah, well, that's a little bit of a problem, because once you get out, you do not get out the same place where you left your mothership. So then you have to find it again, and there's no marker for it. And yeah, finding it again can be quite a problem. So I mean, yeah, don't do that, because you will be lost in space forever. Your fighters will be circling around your mothership. Now, flying 15 million kilometers to get back to your mothership, that's not really worth it. So basically, don't use your mothership as a base for your fight when you go and do planet-bound missions, because yeah, that's just really annoying, and you definitely need to change that as soon as possible. Maybe if you could take a target on it and walk to it, that would fix it. So here we are, having flown 15 million kilometers back at our mothership. So, word of caution, do not do it like this. If you want to do missions on the ground, do not use your mothership as a base for that. So to sum it up, what we got was a mothership that eventually, in time, probably will get a lot of function. Also, we got a Nova Squad, so we actually have something to help us on the ground, which is nice. We got the ability to have a lot more drones on the big ships, and the ability to actually order the drones around a bit. And we got the ability to shoot off arms and legs, and there has been added some gore to the ground combat. Apart from that, some minor bug fixes. Most notably the bug fix where you could buy and sell mining ships to make a lot of money. And that's pretty much that for this patch. There's still a lot to be made. Expertise follows reputation, crafting, and much more. And hopefully all of that will come in one of the upcoming patches. I still also want a trading guild. Hopefully that will come. Unfortunately, there was also no continuation of the storyline this time, and it would be nice if you could have one of these guys come with us on the missions on ground, and maybe even if they could do some bonuses to stuff on the ground, that would be nice as well. So hopefully that will come soon. So that's it for this patch update 2.0. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please leave a comment, and I will respond to it. So hopefully I will see you all next Friday for the next patch. For now, take care.